Welcome back to another Guardian Tales video. Today we are filming self-enhancement. What's the phrase that all those self-help books use? Whatever, I don't remember. Really, what we're really doing is we're doing item enhancement, and I've got some stones from doing content. I think a lot of it's from the Nari event and from the event going on now. I've never actually used any currency to acquire these. I don't even really know how you acquire these. But Nari is my main character, and as you can see, the Sage Bead I have is actually kind of doo-doo. It's kind of doo-doo. And I've done the very minimum amount of research on how this whole situation works out online. So, hey, if I make some mistakes in this video, which is probably going to happen, feel free to learn from them, from my mistakes. We can all kind of enjoy it together. But here we go. We're going to do this. Now, in case anybody's wondering, I got Nari on my new poll, and then I got the Sage Bead basically on my newbie poll as well with the new account, because that's the event that was going on. I super love Nari. She's almost perfect. It's my favorite play style. Very mobile, ranged DPS is my jam. It's very chill for me to play. My only gripe with Nari is two things. One, her 5-star passive ability kind of sucks. It's a stacking defensive buff, but she's a squishy range character. You need to get hit 8 times to stack it up all the way, and you get like 64 or something % defense, which sounds good, but if you're fighting any competent enemy or a player or whatever, you're probably dead by the time you stack it up. So that's a very poor design choice on a ranged character. And there's been many other examples of good 5-star passives in the game. But anyways, whatever. Other than that, she's awesome. The only other issue I have with her is that basic team is not the easiest thing to build. The synergy in the basic team is a little bit lacking, but of course I'm mainly comparing that to the Earth team, which has amazing synergy, so I'm a little bit jealous of that. But new heroes will come, and things will start to fill out games relatively new. So anyways, let's get back into these. What are we doing here? We are in the option change menu. We're looking at the Sage Bead, and I'm going to use these currencies to roll some of these stats. What's cool about this is if you don't like what you roll, you can actually have the revert button. You can keep what you got. You're only burning the resources. And in the future, because eventually I like Nari so much that I will want to limit break her weapon. And apparently the way it works when you limit break a weapon is you can just pick whichever one has the better bonuses, and then let's say I get like a level 1 Sage Bead and it has better bonuses in the future even after all these rolls. Apparently, if I use this Sage Bead to limit break that one will absorb all the levels. So double check that. You want to do some fact checking on that. Make sure I'm not just talking out of my butt and I don't have bad information. But that seems to be the way it works. So there's really not much to lose here other than these currencies. So let's see how it goes. I'm really just looking for DPS. If you look at the DPS range up at the top, ooh, fellas, hey. Well. We're losing some weapon skill speed regen, but we are gaining some. This might be a quick video, fellas. I don't really expect to roll a higher DPS than that. I don't know why it has heal on there. I've never noticed Nari doing any healing, so I don't know what that's about. Shield on battle start. I don't hate it, but honestly, I wish I could swap that with something else. We're getting more defense. I like that. We are losing a good amount of hit points there, but I'm willing to drop the hit points to get the attack. Her job is to do damage. The only thing I don't like about this is we're losing weapon skill regen speed. But Nari has a very bursty, kitey strategy. You roll in, you drop all your attacks, you run away, you wait for things to recharge, you run back in. Same thing with your ultimate ability. And her ultimate ability, I'm finding, is less and less important in arena battles as the game goes on. You get into higher rankings, and the enemy players get better at dodging projectiles because her weapon skill gets blocked by a line of sight, whereas her basic attack doesn't. So in most Nari versus Nari fights, I don't really see anybody using the weapon skill. And same thing against other heroes. The only time you really want to use that weapon skill is when someone's on your face, so they're going to walk into it. You know, you got like a Eugene chasing you down. You pop your weapon skill, you know she's going to run right into it because Eugenes are all dumb. But look at that. So we just basically gained 150, 140 DPS out of nowhere. That's a quick video, fellas. I don't know what to say. I thought we were going to roll like 5 of these. You know what? Speaking of Eugene, it is the other exclusive weapon that I have. Why does the Eugene weapon not show up here? Weird. Okay, let's go over here. Let's click on Enhance. Click on that. Oh, this is just showing me weapons that I can use to level it up if I was going to do that. Okay, that's weird. But anywho... Oh, I gotta click on that. All right, option change. Let's take a look at this bad boy. And I've got 2 of these. I've got a newer one that I've got that's only like level 56 or 57 or something like that. And I think it's actually got better stats than this one, but if I just roll this one to be better, then I think that kind of wins both. I will eventually use my second Braveheart to limit break this one, but for right now I just actually need an extra weapon that somebody can use for a period of time. And apparently the experience that I put into that weapon and when I limit break this one will go into this one. There might be some waste or something like that, but hey, it's not nothing. So let's look at this. The DPS is kind of in the middle. It's probably a little bit better than in the middle, but it's really close. Defense, middle. It's got defense twice. Okay, whatever. Also in the middle, and that's also in the middle. So everything here is just kind of in the middle. So let's put some rolls on this. Maybe this will help me not hate Eugene unfairly, because I'm probably being very unfair when I criticize Eugene. So let's see what happens. DPS stayed the same. Defense went up, hit points went down significantly. Weapon skill regen speed went up. I'll take that. I'll do like a couple more. See if we can get something juicy. There we go. Nice little DPS increase, but let's see. We've lost the skill regen speed. That is a significant DPS increase, though. We're losing defense. I'm okay with that. I don't super prefer it. The only issue here is the weapon regen speed. Now, the problem with that is the typical strat of Eugene using her in Arena is to run in, use your weapon skill, and then run out and kite and run around all day, and then just do that repeatedly. This is a nice DPS increase, it really is, but is losing the weapon skill regen speed going to be a big enough problem with the playstyle? The thing with hit and run, kind of the same thing that you can do with Nari, is you can always kite a little bit longer. You can always stall a little bit longer usually, so maybe this won't be a problem. And again, Eugene's not like my favorite character in the world, so if I just mess that up, I'm not too upset about it. Any other weapons that I want to do? Armada. Yeah, let's do Armada. Armok. I think Lupine would be a very fun character to mess around with, but I'm not going to get her anytime soon, it look like. And then this is the other one, the other Braveheart I told you guys about. Can we option change it before it's all the way leveled up? Yes, we can, and of course we can. Yeah, that makes sense. Why not? I'm here. Let's see how this goes. I'm only going to do a stone or 2. That looks like a pretty decent, a little DPS increase. It's not amazing. Let's do like one more. Whoo! Look at that damage. We're losing defense, hit points, and then the weapon skill speed. But we do get skill damage at the bottom. So we do get that sub-weapon at the bottom. So nothing's really in the final form. I think this might be better than the last weapon, but nothing's really in the final form. I'll come back here and do some more of this rolling and whatnot in the future, but let's enhance this one as well. Option change, click on it, and okay, so this is the lowest DPS. This is literally the lowest DPS. This is also probably a big reason why my Marina versus Marina PvP does not always go great, other than me just trying to open boxes that won't open, but whatever. Let's see everything. So DPS is literally the lowest it could possibly be. Hit points in the middle. Skill damage is literally the lowest. Regen speed's okay. And defense is a nice sub option there. It had to be better. It was almost as bad as it could be. We do lose the 6% defense. That is quite significant, but we've gained a lot of DPS. Let's put one more into it, and then that'll wrap it up. And we go even higher. Okay. Losing hit points. We're gaining skill damage. Regen speed stays the same. No sub option. Yeah. I kind of seem to build my Marina more for DPS than for tankiness. Even though she's a tank, she feels like a warrior, man. She's a tanky warrior. So there you go. We just did some stuff. Very excited to show you guys some PvP tomorrow, and maybe that we can see this Sage Bead. Let's see, how high was our roll? It's not bad. It's not bad. The other reason why I'm not too worried about rolling this thing to perfection is, like I said, I do want to limit break this over time, and that'll probably take me a very long time to do. But over time, if I do eventually limit break this thing, that means I'll see 5 more of these, and then I'll have 5 more to choose from. You know, let's say I pull 2 more Sage Beads off in the distant future, and then I'll just be like, okay, well, number 3 is better, so let's use number 3 instead, and then I don't have to burn all this currency. And I do want to save some currency for the next X weapon that I get. Still working on Bari and her weapon. And then once I get Bari kind of caught up, I'll compare Bari and Nari and see which one I feel like is better. And I might end up switching my main to Bari. The downside is everybody uses Bari because she's probably the best character in the game for everything. Marina being super close, or if you have a melee preference. But Nari is nice since she's a little bit new. Less people have her, so you don't feel like such a meta clone. But there you go, fellas. There you go. I learned something. You learned something. Next thing I need to screw around with, I'm doing research on it now, is the random evolution. I don't know how that works. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. I get it. You put an item in there, you put a bunch of stuff to cook, and then it'll give you a chance to roll a 5-star. And the 5-star has a small chance of being an exclusive weapon. I get that. What I'm doing research about now is just trying to make sure when I crunch a bunch of these items, am I screwing myself over for the, what is it? Can I use hammers? No, you can't use hammers. I don't want to screw myself over for the knowledge book where you get all those passive bonuses, because those really start to add up and they start to be very nice. However, if I really focus in on Nari, Bari, Earth Team, I've done a lot of progress on the baskets and on accessories, and I'm working on bows now. So if I really just focus on that team I've just described, you know, they will all have their item knowledge unlocks all done, and they'll all have those passive bonuses. So it won't really matter if, for example, I don't have like one-handed swords. That would only matter for Marina. And so one-handed swords wouldn't be a place where I'd want to skip, but you can see the example. I can kind of skip out on knowledge in other spots. Or what I can do is I can be patient, and I can only use 4-star stuff that that I've already gotten the knowledge unlock for the 5-star gear. So anyways, like I said, we'll figure this out a little bit more. We just want to double check and make sure I'm not screwing myself over by doing something silly. But anyways, I appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.